Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Civilization Beyond Earth. My name's Euphorya, and we're about to settle some cities in just a second here. So we are right after we left off. We've discovered Red Sun. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to keep this explorer here until this settler gets produced. So he can escort that one there. Okay. So I think the next best city location is probably going to be right here. So everything you can... Basically, a city has a range of 3 tiles. So if I put the city right here, we can go 1, 2, 3 and get this resin. 1, 2, 3, we can get these tubers. We can get this basalt eventually. We can get this titanium. 1, 2, 3, we can get that titanium down there. So we should be good in the titanium realm on this city. 1, 2, 3. This fruit is right out of reach for us. The one thing that might be kind of an issue is food, but we have plenty of this farmland kind of around this city location as well, so that probably won't be much of an issue after that. So I think right here is probably a good place to go. We'll miss out on this petroleum. It's quite a bit of petroleum. Well, we won't necessarily miss out on it, but we just won't get it right away. We won't be able to work that tile. But I think right here is great, especially for the basalt and the titanium, because there's so much titanium here, so much basalt. So right there is where I'm going to go, I believe. And also up here, let's see. I'm pretty sure I want to go right here. So actually, we have more titanium, even more titanium available right there. We have fungus, we have xenomass, we have more xenomass, some fibers. Don't quite get that titanium. We will get some fraxite, but not necessarily. We won't get this gold. We will get this basalt though. Yeah, I think maybe. So I'd like to settle here, and then eventually maybe a 4th city, like right here at some point, or somewhere in these mountains. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get there because Brasilia might go crazy and start coming in on us or settling near us soon. But I think right here is a great spot for a city because we've got plenty of farmland and stuff, plenty of xenomass. It's quite nice. So that's the plan.
You go to war with the soldiers you have. Make sure those are the soldiers you want.
Genetics? Great, great, great. Alright, Siege Worm, please do not stand right there next turn. That would be very annoying for me. So yeah, I think that's the plan. Let's see, what do I want next? I think the next thing I'd like to go for is geothermals, or geophysics, I mean, because that reveals geothermals on the map, and that would be great for us to plan our next city locations. So, basically there's various kind of resources that are just on the ground. They're basic resources, like, you know, basalt and tubers and fibers over here and stuff, basic things. And then there's 3 things that you can't necessarily see from the beginning of the game, unless you get that, I think it's tectonic scanners or something. And that's petroleum, titanium, and geothermal energy places. Let's see, what do I want? I'm going to go recycler now to get the extra production. Actually, no. I'm going to go trade convoy. Maybe I can buy a trade convoy, actually. That would be nice. No, I can purchase an explorer. Trade convoys are 270. Alright, well, I'm going to build trade convoy for now, and hopefully we can get some trade to Hekima Station over there soon, before they disappear. Well, the game seems to agree with me that this is a good outpost spot. So we'll build an outpost there in just a second. Our second colonist is ready to go, so we'll head over that way. Get that going. Anyway, so Geothermals, petroleum, and titanium are the ones that you can't necessarily see until you get the technology. Constructed our first outpost. Good stuff. So now what happens is we need to just kind of wait and defend this place until it fully goes around, and then it will turn into a full-blown city. So it doesn't just automatically start as a city. And we got some Marines for settling that city, which is pretty cool. I think I'll build a paddock right there. Good. Alright, so we can get on our spot next turn. I think that's probably as far north as as the Pan-Asian Cooperative is going to let us go. All 8 people are on the planet, by the way, now. All walks of life. We got Brasilia here. We got the Pan-Asian Cooperative right here. There's me, the KP, Kavithan Protectorate. We got Africa, Polystralia. They're going to go. They have a lot of xenomass around them. The Slavic Federation is over there. Red, or the Franco-Iberia, and the ARC right there. So we're pretty good. It seems like the main people we're going to have to contend with in this game are Brasilia and the Pack. So we'll get that going. We'll see what happens there. Hopefully Brasilia doesn't feel like being super warlike dicks anytime soon. And there we go. So I'm liking this area. I don't know what the game doesn't seem to like it very much. I don't know why, but whatever. The AI is not in control of this city, of this nation. I am. And let's settle this place as well. Anytime you're ready. There we go. Nice. Good stuff. So I'm just going to leave my Explorer on here for now, just to deter any aliens from coming by and just eating it. I really want to get trading with these people, because they give us food and culture, which is kind of good. So perfect. Got my trade convoy. Let's get this trade route going. Nice, nice, nice. So we're getting around to where the African Union is. What do I want next? I kind of want to build another Marine. Kind of. I'd also like to build a Recycler. I think a Recycler is the next thing I want. For now. But we do need to get our military forces up and running here, because you never want to be caught with your pants down in those kind of military situations. If someone declares war on you and you're not ready, then you're fucked, basically. That's the gist of this game. Although, I've noticed the AI is pretty passive when it comes to declaring war and stuff. I've gone through entire games where nobody declared war on anybody, which is insane to me. Okay. Looking good over there. I should probably start going in this direction, over that way. But nothing new to report, it looks like. We're still near the top in score. There's an option here where you can, in the options, you can select Show Single Player Scoreboard, I think is what it says. I can't remember exactly what it says. But that kind of just constantly keeps the position, the score tallies of everybody right there. So that could be helpful to see where you stack up versus a lot of the AIs. Oh, my city was founded. Okay, cool. Got a new city, and we're unhealthy. But oh well. It'll even itself out soon. First thing I like to build usually is a recycler for the production boost, because that's very helpful for these types of things. Thorium reactor, maybe. We might want that. We might want a marine. I'm not sure what I want to do right now. I think what I'm going to go for is a lab to boost our science right now. And then here we go. Opening our clinic, populace is split by an ideological divide. Securing and improving our new territory has put great strain on both our military and civil workforces, and both contend that the hazards they face should be offset by state-sponsored healthcare. We don't have the resources to do both. Which of these have greater aid? So, who should we give state-sponsored healthcare to? Well, defense workers, plus 15 city hit points, or civil workers, plus 1 health. I just gonna go for the health. Clinics, you know, they give good health, and I'd just like them to be a health boost when I build a clinic. I don't really like to have... I mean, I don't like buildings being all-rounders, really, because it
only
makes
one
it a
of
little more
his
confusing.
kind on the new planet. His howl echoed through the rifts and off the distant hills.
Alright, we got ecology. We can build the ultrasonic fence. We can build some other things. The miasmic repulsor, which is real good. Okay. Oh, gold. Wow. God, like down here is another good city location. Got basalt. We got various little xenomass piles here. We got some gold. I might do that next time. Alright, so I could go for geophysics, but I think I'm just going to go for regular physics right now. I guess I always like starting out with just kind of the first tier of this tech web. If you haven't noticed, if haven't been paying attention to any of these, we have tech web now instead of like in Civ 5 where we just had a tech tree. So you can go in any direction you want at any time. All you need is like the prerequisite tech, basically. And then each one of these techs has what's called a leaf technology, which when you research the main technology, then you can research any of the leaf technologies. You don't have to, I don't have to go like geophysics then alien biology either. I can do either one of the two at any time. So it makes it a little more interesting, especially since not everybody is going in the same direction every time. If that makes sense. So like, one nation might go totally like go in this direction, another nation might go in that direction, some nations might like kind of radiate outwards. So you don't always know what technologies everybody else has in the game, and that kind of makes it a little more interesting because there's less like racing towards the optimal path than in Civ 5. Alright, recyclers. We can boost worker speed or get +1 food from recyclers. I've never really experienced like a big shortage of food, and generally I'm very health capped when growing, so I'm going to go for low quality recycled goods. So basically recyclers, they want to know what are we going to go, low quality, high quality. I'm going to go low quality for worker speed because I think building these little tile improvements faster with workers is really good. I played a game with the Pan-Asian Cooperative. That was my supremacy victory, I think, actually. And I got all the worker speed buffs, plus they get a native, like, 10% worker speed buff. That's just their ability, the Pan-Asian Cooperative's ability. And I could, like, almost instantaneously build roads. It was the craziest thing ever. So I'm going to go Recycler again. And we'll start exploring it again with these guys. I feel a little more comfortable if I had another Marine to hang around. Oh, thank you. Yes, I do. I have not attacked the aliens. You're right. I am kind and peace-loving. "75 turns. That is horrendous." Yeah, they're not working any production tiles for some reason. It's because there's so much food. You can, I mean, I don't usually worry about it too much, but you can lock down tiles and tell them, you know, you have to work, I want you to always work this tile. Maybe I'll do it with that, actually. Yeah, always work that tile, because that is a huge production tile. It's like 5 production right there. But you can tell them where to work. Usually the AI is actually pretty good at picking tiles. You can also say, like, go production focus, go food focus, and they'll kind of focus more in that direction. And that's useful at times. Um, but I don't feel the need to worry about any of that right now. That may be the death of me, I don't know. I've never played on this very hard difficulty, so it's totally possible that we could lose this one. Um, I've only played on the normal hard difficulty, I guess. I can't remember what it's called. They're all called some weird, like, space vehicle or space mission. All the difficulties are made after a space... Oh, looks like they're going to colonize here soon. Bat pack. Alright, time to build a marine. Time to get a little offensive. Well, defensive, I should say. At least they're going that way. They're colonizing away from me, which is exciting. Oh, my. That was my phone. Hopefully you didn't hear that, too. I don't know if you heard that. It's a sweet dub text or a dubstep remix of... My ringtone is a sweet dubstep remix of the classic marimba thing for iPhone. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not bragging or anything. All right, guys. I mean, I'm gonna start. You know, so I want them to go a little more production focused. So I'm gonna tell them to production focus up here. There you go. So they'll grow a little slower, but at least it won't take 75 turns. You know what? Always work that food tile, but I do want some production going on too at the same time. Let's see. Up here might be a good place for another city, but I think that would spread me out a little bit more than I'd like. I'm gonna try to go a little bit defensive in this particular game. Because Brasilia up here is very warlike, and the pack over here is not necessarily peaceful. They're kind of in the middle, I guess. They're very production focused. Alright, we got some fungus here. That might be kind of good. Who knows? We got a virtue! Alright. So we can go plus 15 build tile improvement. You know what? I might do that. That might be the way to go. So you get a couple things. There's a couple things here. So as you can see over here, every time we have 6 level 1 virtues, we get this bonus. So we get a free virtue. So we're gonna get a free virtue, no matter what. Basically, what I choose here. And then we get these rewards based on how many virtues we have in each tree. So if we have 5 prosperity virtues, which if I select helping hands, we'll get a plus 10% growth in every city. And then plus 1 health in every city, plus 50 for 10, and then for 15 we get 50% orbital coverage radius in all cities. And then we have one of those associated with each one of these. And then we have, you know, like a reward for getting 10 level 2s, or not, maybe it's 9 level 2s, 7 level 2s, something like that. And then level 3s, we get a huge bonus for having a bunch of these. We get plus 10% of everything in every city. That's insanity. So I think what I'm going to do here is get this 15% tile improvement bonus. And we'll get the free virtue out of that from having 6 virtues. And we'll get the 10% growth in every city from having 5 of these virtues. Border expansion... I don't really care about that. 30 science expeditions. Plus a quarter of a culture for every population in a city. I think we're gonna go big. Lots of population, lots of people. So I think I'm gonna go for social mores. Yeah, social mores right there. And then probably creative class next, possibly. We don't have positive health so all these like positive health things are not necessarily useful at this point in time. Alright, it looks like our marine is done. Excellent. I'll send him up here to defend this area. We'll send our explorer over here. Good. Found some tubers. It's nice. And we'll go production here. What do we want? So I think I'm gonna do thorium reactor. Possibly. It might go farm lab. For the health. Do we have? We don't have any. Oh, we do have lots of marshes around here, actually. I'm turning them all into frickin' various things, though. Yeah, what the hell? Let's go Cyto Nursery. Get a little science, get a little health. Be good. We're in the negative healths. It's not. We get minus 10 science and culture, minus 10% science and culture in each city, which is not good, but not terrible.
Consider a simple problem, such as navigation in a spaceship approaching light speed.
Oh, you joker. That's not a simple problem. I get it. Okay, just got physics. Ballistics. We could go ballistics. I don't really want to do that. I think what we need to do is start researching some harmony technologies. I think actually, first thing I'm going to do is go computing. Planetary survey, and then computing, and then alien biology, and then geophysics. If you hold shift, by the way, you can queue up technologies. You didn't know that? If you've played Civ 5 at all, you probably didn't know that, because that's the same thing in Civ 5, but, hey, I don't know what you know. Only you know what you know. Sorry for the slight throw. Oh my god, we have a crashed satellite over here. Alright, come back. I need you to expedition something. Expedite. Sorry for clearing my throat. I still have quite a bit of phlegm in there, as you may have heard if you watched the last video. Thanks, Satama. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that guy's name, but whatever. Me and Paul Australia have always been bros in basically every game that I've played. Alright, send our Marines right there. Do some sweet defending. Oh, another crashed satellite. I'm gonna be able to steal that from the pack. That would be nice. I should have taken that virtue that gives me plus science for expeditions. I thought I was kind of done with expeditions, but oh well. These freaking flying aliens are in the way, though, which is very annoying. Alright, get down there. Go to it. One turn away from Cyto Nursery, okay. Get that cracking soon. These recyclers will eventually be done in the next 1,000 years, probably. Yeah, just stand right there. Been telling him to defend, I keep forgetting, and I keep moving him. Alright, what do I want? I think what I want is I'd like a thorium reactor now. That is what I'd want. For the money. And the mission for the thorium reactor kind of leads to more money as well. Alright, so we'll get that crashed satellite. Yes, we're all happy that we're not targeting aliens. I understand.
All planets possess inherent value, and establishing the exact dollar value of the property should be a priority.
So now we can embark across the water, which is a really good ability, so we can build on these little fungus areas, or 1, 2, 3. Oh, we have algae too. This city will eventually get that algae. That's great. We won't get that xenomass, but whatever. I can't remember if I remember starting saying this, and I can't remember if I finish it, but float stone right here is what you need for purity stuff. So like all your purity, a lot of purity things need float stone. Feraxite, based on Feraxis, which made this game, is for supremacy victories, and Xenomass is for harmony victories. That's why I keep saying it's good that we have Xenomass, because it's for harmony victories. Alright, I thought they were going to colonize up there. I knew they were gonna beat me to that one, so I'm not too worried about that. But they didn't, get their crash satellite. God, these these like flying aliens just don't want to leave. Let's improve this petroleum. We might as well. It's gonna cost us a little bit of health, but whatever. We're already at a pretty major health deficit. 80 production. Wow, it's really good. Silica. Silica's quite nice as well. Let's go refill our little thingy. Let's build this. It'll cost us 1 health in that city. Survivors. There were survivors aboard the spacecraft. They were humans once, but now they are something different. So this is from the thing we salvaged, the thing from orbit we salvaged. We are calling them the Augmented. Like us, they settled a new planet, but where our world sustained life, their world was harsh and violent. They tried to adapt by incorporating technology into their flesh, but in the end, even technology would not let them thrive in their new home. The Augmented wish to live on our world. Shall we grant them refuge in our cities, or shall we let them fend for themselves on this new world? So Harmony let them settle on their own. Oh, well, okay. Well, let's grant them refuge, because that's just mean. Why would we? That's kind of an asshole move. It's like, oh yeah, just do whatever you need to do to live on this world. Fuck you, basically, is what we're saying. 10% production for land units. That's pretty nice. I think I'm going to farm lab, because our health situation is getting a little bit lower than I'd like. And I would eventually like to be able to have lots of health. We're probably going to have to trade for Xenomass, which is annoying. Because it looks like Freeland is going to have the Xenomass. Yeah, look at all this shit. Jesus. That's a crazy amount of Xenomass. I could come down here and settle right here under their noses and grab that 7 Xenomass thing. That would be pretty nuts. I think I could probably pull it off. I don't know if I'd want to, though. Looks like our trade convoy's done trading with Hemka Station, but let's do it again. So every time you trade with them, they go up in the level. So before they had 3 food, 1 culture, I think. Now they have 4 food, 2 culture. And that 1 production is something I get from the trade depots, I think. But, so now after this trade route is done, they'll probably give us even more food and even more culture, which would be kind of nice. Got our titanium mine. We should probably build a titanium mine here, too. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. I just want to get to the crashed satellite, please. Why won't you let me do that? Okay, so we finished that. That's great. What do we want next? I think what I want next is another worker. To start getting some improvements made over here. Definitely. And, yeah. Okay, so, I think what we'll do is, start exploring in this area, and I think I'm going to put a cut in the video right here, actually. So thank you guys all for watching. Hopefully this frickin' alien will move out of the way at some point in his lifetime. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and click the like button. If you'd like to see more from me, Euphorya, then go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.